right, so let's jump into part 2 of the website builder tutorial. In this part, I am going to show you exactly how to like take a template we have and make it your own. So let's go back down to sites. And then we're going to go back into websites because this could be done on websites and funnels. But for this, we're going to do funnels. And I'm going to choose a website from template. And we've got tons of templates. So feel free to just look for inspiration and know that you can make these apply to your niche, your industry, your audience, etc. And it'll work out just fine. So it'll be actually really, really good and cut you a lot of time. So I'm going to work with, let's say, this interior design website is really nice. Oops. Okay, I'm going to use this one. Okay, so once you see and you find one that you like, you're going to hit continue. And it's going to load it up into your account. And so once it starts to add the template, it'll build it all out. And then it's going to drop you right into the editor. So just give it a second to cook. And boom. So it's going to open it up right away in the same tab, not in the new tab like we like, but it's okay. And now you got a website that's literally done with a few pages, right? So go through each page and customize it to your liking. So that's why I say pick one that's as close to the design framework you like, and then you can change the details. So like if my colors are, let's say, blue and pink, I don't know, I'm making that up, but now you'll see sometimes like, okay, this my row, is this my column? This is your header, right? And this is going to show up in all parts of the website if it's labeled purple. Now it's a section, but it's purple. Why is it purple? It's purple because it's a global section. And this is a good chance to introduce global sections. Global sections get used throughout the website. So let me show you. If I change this menu, this says services, and I change this to things we can do just for example purposes. I'm going to save it, and it's going to ask me if I want to make this change to a global section. So it's like this is going to sync across all other instances where this section is used. You can choose to turn this message off. I like to keep it on just so I can remember. Then I'll save it. Now, when I go to another page of my website, like if I go to the portfolio where it says things we can do should be there too instead of services. And it is. And now you see I'm on another page. I'm on our portfolio page. If I change this back to services, I submit it and I save it, it's going to ask me again and it's going to save it everywhere. And now when I go home, look at my pages and go home, it's changed here too. So that is global sections. If you want something to be used on multiple pages and whenever you need to make a change to it, it will update it everywhere. That is the benefit of global sections. Now, when it comes to changing like a background on a section, you can choose from pictures and images and etc. However, this background is on the page. So we will look at background. See that there? Now, if I cut this, it goes black. That is going throughout the entire site. It's the background on the page, which is fine. We could put that right back. And now she's there. But if you wanted to, but that allows it to flow through multiple sections and gives it a really good look. So that is how you can change a background on the page. Now, if you want to keep the background on the page, but you want this section background to be different, you can literally just boop, take it out or, do whatever. So right now it's transparent so that the picture shows through and then you can edit it. You can type right in and change this. A realtor, let's say we want to do a realtor. that knows homes. Okay, change that. You can change this. Book a call. Let's say we want this to say set an appointment. So we click the button and the editor panel pops out, and we want to change the text options to make an appointment. Not and. Okay. So the point that I'm trying to make is as you pick a template and you want to change it, once you click something, the editor panel will pop out and you can modify it. So you've got the element name for text, you've got typography. It's going to tell you, you can choose the font. You can use the font that's set for the headline, the font that's set for the content, or another one. So remember, I told you you can set the typography for the entire page. That'll be all of the headlines and all of the content, but you can also customize it. So if you want something different, just because, you can certainly do that. Then as you got your font weight, the height, well, weight, excuse me, is how bold it is, right? Font size, how transparent or, not transparent. So if you wanted heavy fade, you see it fades out, but we can do none. Then you got the line height that would more so apply on a paragraph, right? So we can space it out. That's like way too high. I don't know, right? You got spaces, but anyway, we'll bring it back down. Got your line height. And that's kind of all for your text things. You got the colors, of course. You can add icons, different styles. So you got your padding. So more space. Padding is, margin is space around. So let's do an example on a row. Margin is the space around it. And then padding is the space inside it. So if I wanted to, I guess I should choose an element with something in it. So I've got this text. If I wanted more space between this and that, I would change the margin, right? That puts more space between the elements. Let's put that 10. Now, padding puts space inside the element. So you'll see this will stay here, but this will move down. So we'll put a 10% padding on that. You see how it moves down from the top of the element, but not from this, right? You got your style, and that works for everything. Margin and padding works on all elements, sections, and rows, columns as well. And then you've got your style. So that's another part of styles. Borders, alignment, and animations are a part of style as well. So if you wanted to fade in, fade up, fade down, fade right, if animation is possible, when you click the element, it'll show you on that tab. So it's possible on text. You can animate a photo. You can't necessarily animate a row, but you can animate any of the elements there, moving them over, sliding them in, etc. And so once you select your section or your element and you add it and edit it like you want it, you'll save it and then publish it to a domain, and that's what will make it live. So remember, in our settings, we talked about selecting a domain. This is where you would then connect your domain to make your website live. You can always preview it. Oops, I came out a little too fast there. You can preview it just to see what it will look like. And say you wanted to see what it would look like on the phone as well. Before you connect your domain, you can literally just grab this URL and pop it into your phone, and you'll be able to preview the mobile version on a mobile phone as well, which is also a great practice, if I do say so myself. Okay, so without this getting too long, I'm about to hit this 10-minute mark. This is how you would take a template and customize it, right? Change the colors, change the font, change the photos, change the alignment, do whatever you like, make it your own. But this way you're not working from bare bones, but now you know all of the elements of the builder, and you also know how to take a template and customize it from the builder. If you need more help or you realize you don't want to do none of this at all, just shoot us a message, a text, email support. And we'll talk about ways we can support you in getting this done. All right, we got you covered, and we hope that helps. I hope that this gives you a good insight on into all of the things that are possible with the website builder. And if you have any more questions, drop them in the question box. And until next time, be visionary. Peace.